Hey folks, welcome to Stay Classy Brambleton. I'm your host, Jerome, and with me as always are your Stay Classy Brambleton experts. We're all with you today. You'll notice there was no cold open or opening scene. Not that we can't do that. We just want to show like we're in quarantine, so we have to change everything, and we're kind of lazy. So anyway, this is our first show in the period. How's everyone's doing? First of all, how's everyone going? How's everything's doing? Or either or. Let's start
Going
with
great
Warren
here. We got a new basketball hoop, so we plan to keep the cars parked on the street the whole time from now on.
That's fair. Yeah.
And,
Honestly,
Kelvin?
I'm struggling. The company that used to come and clean the leather have social distancing right now, so I apologize for just the ugliness of the living room right now. That it will get tidied up at some point.
Looks good though.
Thanks, yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Mike is like, yeah. I mean, I had to do what I had to do here to keep the, well, I don't want to talk about it, but I had to do what I had to do. With this car out here, I had to sell some stuff to get some TP.
Ooh,
wow.
Did you get some?
It is what it is. Mike kicked me out of the house.
Wow.
No, and that's the saddest part.
Yeah.
If you really run short, I've heard that there are some newspapers just sitting out. You just rough them up a little bit and you go old school.
On the driveway. Yeah, there's one driveway, like 3 of them on there stacked up. It was crazy.
I was a little upset. I had got 5 out on my driveway, and I'd almost gone halfway across to protect the concrete from the weather. And someone came, grabbed them all, and they're gone. Someone threw them in my recycling trash can for me. Yeah, I had a whole plan. That was awful.
Well, was that a nice gesture, or was that kind of weird?
I don't know. People seem to feel the need to touch things that aren't theirs, I guess. I don't know.
Actually, speaking of touching things, I wanted to, so our first topic today, I'm glad you brought it up, is we're going to talk about our name of our show. So as always, we're covering the B sites, and we have our own, of course. Check out Be Classy at Brambleton is ours, and you should definitely check that out. But there's other ones. There was Be Informed, and there was Be Informed. But now the second one has changed. Mike, as our roving reporter and source of all information that is information, can you tell us a little about?
I can tell you a little bit because I only know a little bit. All I know is that it's now Be Informed. Uncensored, I believe, is what it was changed.
So
Uncensored.
Yeah.
All right, so we can all drop F-bombs and stuff in there now. Is that the idea?
Anything goes.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a line or if it's just the Wild West kind of thing. But...
That'll be good for you, Kelvin.
Wild West.
Finally.
Yeah, that's literally all I know. It's not Be Informed and Be Informed. It's Be Informed and Be Informed Uncensored.
Okay, so should we be like Be Classy Uncensored, or should we just? I mean, let's talk about this for a second. Should we?
Well, the question that's on my mind is, how censored was it beforehand? Were there some real kind of things that needed to be expressed that weren't being expressed?
Aren't we all moderators on that?
Do people need a cage match?
I think I kicked people off just because I didn't like them.
I thought it was set up in a way to make it more open so everyone can join. It wasn't, that policed, I guess, would be the word. I don't know. But, I mean, apparently not enough. So now it's Be Informed Uncensored, which just means anything goes.
Okay.
Is it going to be stuff that we just going to blow our minds?
I mean, literally, it just happened this weekend, right? I think it was like yesterday.
I don't know. The days all run together. Yesterday, last week, my anniversary. I don't know.
Because I still want to be informed, and obviously that's still in the name. So there's a level of being informed involved, but an uncensored level of being informed. Are we going to see behind the curtain on some things? Like I'm pretty curious what I'm going to learn, to be honest.
Well, I'm still waiting for Be Misinformed. I think that one will be a lot of fun.
Oh, no, there's that's out there too. It's
That's just Facebook in general.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just, yeah.
Who
So
won that
speaking
last
of
year?
which, hey, we're gonna share. So folks who are watching this, we're gonna talk about our Facebook posts here in a second. Some of the highlights that we've seen over the last couple of weeks, and then Mike's gonna give us the rundown of what he's seen in the local fair. Some people have really lined up for Popeyes. Apparently, the last I heard was about 3 days you had to wait to get in there, and then some other people didn't like some other fish restaurants or whatever. So we can talk about that. Kelvin, or who's sharing their screen for the Facebook? Because as usual, I've done a really good job of checking this up front. Who's sharing the Facebook post? Sharing their screen? Is it you, Kelvin, or Igmar? Is it me?
We can figure it out.
All right. So while Kelvin's doing that,
yeah.
Mike, why don't you give us the rundown on all the news on what's going on the trails, and the best places you've seen for some takeout or delivery, and why putting a cat in a stroller is a good idea.
Very good, sir. So I don't know what Kelvin's going to pull up first, but maybe I'll just talk and he'll pull it up as I talk. Who knows? We've never done this before. It's exciting. So they just opened Popeyes over by the Harris Teeter gas station in the hospital, which is an interesting location in itself. Gas and hospital and chicken doesn't seem to really flow well, but apparently here in Brambleton it does, because there was a very long line to get chicken as soon as they opened, and apparently it's taken an hour to go in through the drive-through, order the food. From the time that you go in, get your food, it's about an hour. So I mean, if you like chicken that much, I guess it's worth it. I don't know. I don't think that I would like chicken that much to go wait an hour for it. But
there's a little bit of good news in there though, and the good news is that's not the line for gasoline.
That's true.
And the other bit of good news is apparently people aren't scared to have to use toilet paper. So there you go.
There you go.
Or they're going to the gas station afterwards to use their toilet paper.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One of the posts, and again, I saw this. Apparently, our folks at Brambleton, that's what they call it,
Birchwood.
Treewood. Birchwood, yeah. They decided that any path that's anywhere near the community is theirs, and only theirs, just a couple people there. But anyway, we'll just say theirs, because that's what we do. But I think it's great. So they basically decided that any path that goes near their facility, including the public one that goes around the lake, is now theirs, and they have their residents that go outside and try to verbally assault people to stop them from using it. And, I wish I was there. 2 reasons. One is I just think it would be great to see that. It'd just be hilarious. But 2, I kind of agree, because, and Kelvin, I forgot to tell you this, my sidewalk that goes past my house, so I think it's great. So from now on, look, I own this house. It's mine. And I would really like you to stop walking your kids past my house on that sidewalk. It's mine. So I'm going to do that. Is that okay? I'm just going to throw that out there.
I mean, I respect you as my neighbor, so I feel that, if that's what you need, then I will try and honor that as best I can. I'll figure it out. I mean, we can use other people's yards to stomp across. I think
just take your kids onto the street,
Oh, yeah. I mean, the streets really aren't for cars right now. I think this is the one that you were.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. So I don't know how to make this more giganticus on this particular.
That's fine. We can see the thing.
I mean,
we got about 2 more minutes left for one more topic. And I'll bump that over to Igmar for the last, what you thought was a particular highlight you saw on the B sites that you thought was interesting. Igmar, would you like to give us our last topic here before we go today?
Well, one thing I would like to figure out is we have been Be Classy, and obviously we want everybody to join in with more Be Classy. But is there a way to be classy and uncensored at the same time?
Kelvin, is there? Being from Australia, you'd probably know best.
No, it's you know, it's the UK. It's always been the UK. So I mean, with the origins of classiness coming from the United Kingdom, being censored is almost the cornerstone of being classy.
Oh, touche.
One does not discuss religion. One does not discuss politics. One does not share one's emotional feelings in any way, shape, or form. You know, one indulges and engages in, you know, chat and you know, just discourse. Yeah.
All right, so Be Classy continues to be censored with the four of us indiscriminately throwing people off that we just either feel like they said something we don't agree with, or just for fun, actually, which I think is a lot of fun, throwing people off sites. Like, why'd you throw me off? It's because I'm the moderator and I can, and it gave me joy.
I tend to agree. I think it's important that censoring.
Where's Nick? Joy?
Yeah, so we're taking the Marie Kondo approach then to moderating on Be Classy.
Absolutely. People.
All right. Well,
the important thing about being classy, Jerome, is that you shouldn't be left to think too much for yourself. And you know, when we established Be Classy, you know, Brambleton, it was because we realized there was a little bit too much of that kind of self, you know, thought, opinion going on, and it wasn't classy.
You need the Brambleton experts to tell you what to do, just like, you know, I look to the Facebook to tell me things about this virus, and that, you know, that's why I know that this virus started and genetically engineered in Wuhan and was over here last October, and that you got to watch out for 5G. I learned all this. I mean, it's a fact. So I mean, I think that's where we lead. I mean, that's the kind of information we could put out. I think that's healthy for the community.
I'm going to lean no. None of us are experts in that.
No.
But as my grandfather,
we are experts in Brambleton.
I have my facts, and you have your facts.
My grandfather was very classy. He always used to say, "When I want your opinion, I will give it to you," and that's how
there you have it.
And with that, folks, I think that's what we have. We've given you what to think, and I think that's what's needed really for this community more than anything else. And I think once again, you're welcome. It took, you know, we had to do this remotely. It's tough because usually we can be in the same room and we can kind of brainwave off each other. It's another thing. It's also how Wuhan spreads. You notice I don't call it coronavirus. I call it by its proper name. And no. Anyway, so make sure to tune us in. Click the like icon. Is it below? And please give us that massive thumbs up. And we will see you real soon.
Cheers.
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 Cheers, camera.